Hey people, welcome to the Wednesday evening aka hump night stream. It is 6:30. Hope you're all doing well. I think it's around -2 degrees outside. Feeling more like -9 with the wind chill. And I'm back in Toronto. Last time I streamed I was in Edmonton. That was on Monday. And still lots of snow here, as you can see. It's a bit warmer now in Toronto than it was on Sunday, which is the day that I last went out and made some Toronto content. It was like -15 to -20 on that day. That was the day of the Eglinton Crosstown opening. And then in Edmonton it was like +3 or 4, or even +5 I think actually for the daytime high. And most of their snow had melted. But I'm still happy to be back in Toronto, obviously. I just wish some of that warm weather they were having out west would come our way soon. And I see people saying hey in the chat. Welcome everyone. Vivian Johnson is here. Hello Daniel. Shannon, what's up? Famous Master, Jennifer Gala, Chantel. Hello Chowdhury. Hello Lena, Mr. Adam's Apple. Top 905, what's up? Greg Keating. Hello SG. I'll just ignore that comment, SG. What's up, not a bot? Alan K is in the house, and hello Mo. How you doing? Good evening Pamela and Chris and Jillian and Transit Mobile Scooter. What's up Warwalker? Alfred Olivieras, hello. Yvonne Atherton. Good to see everyone. If I'm missing anyone, sorry about that. Drew Costin. Damon Washington, hello. William Elliott, Gertage, Craig Schultz. Holy cow, got a awesome crowd right off the bat here. Hello Ashnix and Bradley. Jen. Marg D. What's up Robert Armstrong and Reggie? Lee John, how you doing? Alright, we just walked through Allen Gardens and now we're at Carlton and Sherbourne. I think I'll take us north up Sherbourne. What's up the color purple? Whitby dude. What's up Mojo? Over 200 viewers less than 5 minutes into the stream. Hey, Chatty Cathy, John Nicholson, Stephen Edwards. Leo Chung, it's going all right. Randy Ruck. New tablet Samsung. I got a new Samsung tablet just today. It was actually a gift, so I went to go pick it up at the postal outlet. I missed my delivery notice when I was away, and I found it in my mailbox, so I was like, oh. So I went to the postal outlet to go pick up my package, and it's a Samsung A9. I was in Edmonton for one day. A Samsung Tab A9 tablet, I think that's what it is. Did I miss you, Zach? Sorry about that. I'm always bound to miss somebody when I'm going through all the names, you know, they pop by pretty quick. Divesh Patel, hello. Well, I don't know. Maybe a couple of days in each Edmonton and Calgary would be good, you know, just to see what there is to see. And then a couple of days in Banff and Yellowstone, if you're into that. I think 2 days in either Edmonton or Calgary would be enough for me anyway, but some people would probably be okay staying a bit longer than that. Hey, Cynthia, hello. Mark Bass, Howard Charco. And I think I saw Yogi in the chat also. Hello, Yogi. Anastasia, hello. Anastasia Waktubia. All right, props for that name. Craig O'Connor. John O'Meara, hello. Yeah, my time in Edmonton was about 24 hours. I arrived early Monday morning and I left early Tuesday morning. Like when I say early morning, I mean like 1 or 2 in the morning, you know what I mean? By the time we were taking off to come home from Edmonton, it was past 2:30 a.m. There was some delays with the flight. So we finally took off at around 2:30 a.m. and we got back into Toronto at around 8 a.m. Toronto time. So by the time I actually got to my apartment, it was more like 10 o'clock in the morning. And I didn't sleep for 24 hours. No sleep for 24 hours, man, by the time I got back to Toronto. Hey, Susie, hello, hello. No, there were no dinguses at the airport, thankfully. And we flew with Air Canada. Last time I went, a couple years ago, we took Porter. This time we flew with Air Canada. Hey, Carlos. Hey, what's up, Squeaky Cat? During the stream in Edmonton, there was one slight dingus, yeah, near the beginning of the stream. Hey, Chris Mills. Right on, Bradley. Hey, math doctors. Yeah, he just like cursed and mumbled about me walking with a camera and used some sort of offensive slur against me. But he just kept moving. Hey, E-Cypher. What's up, 60s freak? And I do have one video from Edmonton coming. I managed to record one pre-recorded video there, so that'll be coming up on the channel. That live stream though, even though it was a 3-hour walk, which I do routinely here in Toronto, for some reason that 3-hour walk from the West Edmonton Mall to downtown Edmonton felt more like a 10-hour walk in Toronto to me. 3 hours in Edmonton equals 10 hours in Toronto if you're walking somehow. Hey, Ken Land, hello. Hey, E. Blake from Brooklyn, what's up? Is there still 4 Aldos? I don't know, maybe. The mall is big enough that they can have multiple locations of the same store in the mall. I'm not sure about how many Aldos there are though. I'm on Sherbourne Street right now. We've been walking up Sherbourne. Heading north. A digital blade. Well, I think I mispronounced your name. Anastasia. Now that I can see it better. Anastasia Waka Tubula. That's... Am I saying that right? Keeps going away on me here. Anastasia Waka Tubula. Waka waka waka. Alicia, hello. Do I like Edmonton Transit? Well, all I took was the bus on my most recent visit. I took the LRT 2 years ago when I was there. It's okay. It gets the job done, you know, Edmonton Transit. I have no complaints. I mean, I don't live there. I'm sure if you live there, you might have a different take on it, right? But as a visitor, it got me to where I was going. That bus I caught at the end of my stream was an express bus, so it just went straight to the West Edmonton Mall, like non-stop pretty much. That was handy, because that's where I had to get back to after the stream ended. It was just a quick trip, Marg. It wasn't like a true visit. It was a quick trip my sister and I decided to make. Family related type stuff. Hey, Lemon Pledge. Hello, Elvin. Here now. It's a mighty wind. A Transit mobile scooter. $2 for a warmer walk. Yeah. Thank you very much. I was happy to enjoy that warmer walk in Edmonton, you know. You wouldn't expect that to be the case, but it was. Thank you very kindly. Transit mobile scooter, cheers. And we hit 300 concurrent viewers. Thanks, everyone. Well, yeah, when the wind blows in my face, it makes the eyes water a bit, yeah. Cold wind will do that. Hey, Randy, Rock, towards whatever, and Mojo, need a new mouse. Is that what you're telling me, that you need a new mouse? But thank you very much, Randy and Mojo. Thanks for the toonie apiece. Cheers to you guys, thanks. What's up, Adolf? Friday the 13th. Oh, well, chances are yes. I don't think I've ever streamed on a Friday the 13th before, so that might be fun, you know. Not that it's different than any other day, but, you know, just a fun title for the stream, I guess. Here, Monaco, hello, hello. What's up, Pine Sol? Yeah, Steve's Music is closing. Two of my friends work there, so they're going to be out of a job. One has already been let go. And the other one, I guess, is about to be let go soon. Hey, Jennifer. All right, we're on Bloor. Now we're heading west on Bloor East, right here. I think Megan and Felicity are okay. I talked to Megan today. Haven't communicated with Felicity today, but maybe she'll pop into the chat at some point. Hey, KLE, hello, hello. You worked at Steve's for 6 years, wow. Yeah, I think my one friend who was let go worked there for 7 years. And my other friend who's about to be let go has worked there for about the last, like, 13, 14 years, something like that. So I remember he messaged me way back then, asking if I had any leads for places that he could apply for work and that sort of thing. So that was around maybe 13, 14 years ago, and then he got hired at Steve's. That wasn't my lead, but I used Bell, Bradley. Yeah, it's definitely a bit milder tonight. Still a bit too chilly for my liking, but I'll take it. If it was about 5 degrees warmer, I think I'd be in my sweet zone as far as winter walks go. Hey, Neville. Hey, what's up, Scott? You're only keeping one store open. Wow. Hey, Randy Ruck, 20 bucks. Now this is worth addressing. Take my girl out for a hot chocolate. Well, as soon as I get an actual girl that I can refer to that way as my girl, I'll do that for sure, Randy. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated, Randy Ruck. Cheers, Randy. There's presently no one I can actually say is my girl, you know what I mean? Not at the moment, anyway. Or boy. But it will be a girl. If it happens to change, it will be a girl. Hey, baby Grinch. Woman, yes. What's up, Lisa? I don't take offense to anyone calling me a boy. I mean, I'm a man, but if someone says, hey, you know that boy Ken? I don't know. I don't know if I'd feel weird about that. Maybe I would. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it all depends on the context. Hey, Lab Tech. If someone said, hey, that's Ken, he's my boy, then maybe, yeah, I'd be okay with that. It all depends on how you say it, right? Just like women call each other girl all the time, right? I don't know. She's my girl. That's my girlfriend. What's up, girlfriend? I don't know. Words can be used different ways. Hey, Lumiakin. We're at Church Street. What's up, the happy-go-lucky one? Dale Melnichuk. Turning at Young. No, I'm going to keep on walking along Bloor. I think that's the plan for tonight. What's up, Hank Town and Jake Eves? Got my ticks yet. For what? What should I have ticks for? I don't have any ticks for anything, so I guess the answer is no. But I'm not too sure what ticks I should have. Hey, Estelle. Hello, hello. And B-ball. Hey, Kurt D is here. Hey, Kurt. The trip to Alberta was very short. That's about all I'll say. It was short. Hey, hell of a tough sucker is here with a €2 super chat. Here's our boy Ken toughing out this hurricane. Thank you very much, hell of a tough sucker. And if you put it that way, yeah, I think that's fine. Cheers to you, hell of a tough sucker. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the walk. Hey, Yvonne. Not sure, Bradley. I'm not sure what my favorite country would be other than Canada. Let's just go with England. I know that might sound boring to some people, but let's say England because of the Beatles. And I really did enjoy my time when I was visiting England. I really felt at home there. Oh, Mojo. Rush ticks. No, I don't think I'm planning to get any tickets for Rush, actually. But thank you once again, Mojo. You're going. I hope it's a good show. Much appreciated again, Mojo. Through the Mink Mile. There's a security guard standing in the window, and I thought he was one of the mannequins. It's like, wait a second, that mannequin just moved. Hey, be nice again. Hello. Hey Jada, happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Later, Bradley, if you're checking out. I'll see you next time. Cracked 400 viewers. Walking through the Mink Mile along Bloor Street. Started at Allen Gardens. Went north up Sherbourne to Bloor. Bay. Cops coming this way? I think they are. Nope, they just turned onto Cumberland Street. You'll never get me a copper, see? Hey, Jillian Scott, $10. Thanks for doing what I do. Get this. Thanks for doing what I do for former Torontonians like you. Hey, my pleasure. Yeah, I think a lot of former Torontonians watch the channel, trying to keep up with what's going on in their old hometown. So I'm glad you enjoy all the walks. And thank you very kindly for the generous super chat. Much appreciated. Jillian, thank you very kindly. You dropped your puck, it is here. What's up, Emily? And Advisorit. Oh, weapon call at base station. Is that what that cop car was responding to? Although it went towards Yonge Street on Cumberland though. But base station was just right up the street there when I was pointing my camera towards the cop car. And there's another entrance to base station right down here. It's nice to be back walking around in Toronto. Hey Keith and Slick T.O. Rick. Hayden Thompson McGuire with an update here. Ossington and Broadview. What a huge swath of the subway line to shut down, right? Because of an incident at one station. Like, that's a huge chunk of line too they're shutting down. Seems a bit excessive, but hey, what do I know? Hey, Kathy P. Usually if there's some sort of security incident, the train just bypasses one station, right? Just bypass that station, the line keeps running and that sort of thing. Unless the guy is sort of evading security and they don't know where he's going and they have to like track him down somewhere or head him off at the pass or something. Hey, Thunderbird. Someone running down the tunnel? That's a possibility too. I mean, anything is possible. Guy runs sort of like Phoebe on Friends. Hey, JJR. All right, we're at Bloor and Avenue. My description says an Edmonton live stream. It shouldn't say that. That seems odd. What the heck? I made a brand new title and everything. Oh, you mean the description down below? Oh. Yeah, I guess I forgot to change that little part. Whoopsie. Well, most people don't even pay attention to this description anyway, to be honest. Most people don't even pay attention to the title of the stream, let alone the description, so I guess I'm not too worried about that. I often get people asking, what city is this? Even though it says Toronto Live right in the title. Yeah, I think you're one of the rare 1%, Lisa, who actually looks at the description when you're watching a live stream or pays any attention to it whatsoever. You're a 1%er. There we go. Okay, check it now, Lisa. Hey, high society. Yeah, I just used a thumbnail that I took from one of my Eglinton Crosstown videos. I just thought, okay, this will do for a thumbnail. Even though I'm not on the Eglinton Crosstown. Once again, most people probably wouldn't know or care. Geddy Lee with 2 D's. He's the singer and bass player and keyboard player in Rush. Rush. Scroll back. What did I miss? What did I miss? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be seeing. Oh, Alicia Lewis has been a member for 7 months. Well, right on. Thank you, Alicia, for 7 months of membership. That is awesome. Thanks, Vivian. Hello, Janice. Even though I was only in Edmonton for 1 day, when you come back to Toronto, it just hits you like a ton of bricks. How many people are out walking around, you know? That's what I love about the city. People are just out walking all the time, everywhere. Like scads of people just out using their feet. And it was so nice and warm in Edmonton, and still there was barely anybody walking, like for that whole 3-hour stream, right? I passed maybe like 5 people walking until I got right downtown, and only once I got right downtown did I see more people walking. But even then, it was like, you know, maybe a few at a time here and there. I mean, Edmonton's a fine city and all that, but Toronto is way more my cup of tea, man. Way more my cup of tea. Tea, oh very hot. I know Picard's not here yet, but like if it was like +5 and sunny all of a sudden here, or like on Sunday, or Monday I should say, like it was in Edmonton, the sidewalks would have been packed here. Everyone would have been like, yes! Would have been like a joyous occasion. People would have been flocking out to walk around. What's up, Carl Roth? $3.15 Tricky. Jefferson, hello. Yeah, the buses are decent in Edmonton. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. Edmonton has a pretty good bus system, and its LRT network is expanding. You can get around Edmonton just fine on transit, I think. I mean, the frequencies and that sort of thing aren't as good as in Toronto, obviously, but I think most people are served pretty well by Edmonton Transit for the size of the city, you know. That express bus I took to get back to the mall, yeah, that was awesome. We flew back to the mall from downtown in like about 20 minutes. Yo. Music alert. Alright, so we're walking through the U of T part of Bloor Street. Used to take the 900X bus. Yeah, that's an awesome bus. I took it last time I was in Edmonton too, 2 years ago. Just tap with your debit card, a $3 flat fare, boom. Do I know martial arts? Not really. whatever I might remember from when I took karate and judo when I was 14. I didn't stay very long in the karate and judo classes. It was like a phase. That was when the Karate Kid movie was all the rage, so everybody wanted to take karate classes, right? That was the probably pinnacle of peak karate interest, you know, all the karate schools or dojos or whatever probably look back fondly on that day, or during that year, I guess you could say. They probably all made a fortune for a little while. Hey, Choppy, hello. What's up, Keith? We have a friend whose name is Martial Arts. I'm sure his parents did that on purpose, right? We took Shotokan karate. I don't even know what kind of karate I took. I took Karate Kid karate. All right, I'm gonna walk through the annex. Hey, it's the tower. Get to the tower.
Compared to the
hey, be nice again. I'm not sure. Not sure yet. Hey, donkey.
Wait, so it was.
What do you think, Keith? What do you think? I've been getting that question for like a year now, and it's getting kind of old, you know? might as well ask, is the earth flat? Is the moon made out of cheese? And did people actually walk on it?
Their men are great.
Yeah, if someone is saying stupid shit that you don't want to have to look at, you can just block that viewer, right? Just block them. And I'm not saying anyone who says stupid shit should be banned or anything like that. They're welcome to say stupid shit. But we don't have to necessarily respond to it or acknowledge it. Or we can block them. If you're a viewer, you can block them so you don't have to see it. But if the stupid shit gets really, really nasty, then of course comments might be deleted and that sort of thing. Mods can delete offensive comments. If they're just annoying, stupid comments, you know, ignore, I would say. I like to think that only the worst of the worst should be banned from the channel, you know, like the irredeemable types, the trolliest of the trolls, right? Those are the ones that get banned, and I don't unban them. And there aren't too many of them, to be honest, because I usually give people a second chance. Even if they were banned, I might wait, you know, a couple weeks, and then maybe I'll unban them, and maybe they'll behave next time. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But thankfully, that's just a very small minority of people. My whole banned list is probably only about a dozen people over the last 5 years. That's right. So not very many for 5 years and over 500 live streams. Not very many.
I know that this is something I'm pondering.
Can we reach 600 live streams or concurrent viewers? We'll definitely hit 600 live streams at some point. Hey, Tyler Allen, hello. So this is the annex. As Lisa says, this is a good hood. There's Lee's Palace. Hey, Deb's Crazy Daily, good evening. And Emma, welcome. Okay, we're an hour in, just over an hour. 420-ish viewers. Welcome everyone. If you're new, hope you're enjoying. Thanks for checking it out. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. If you are new, you do have to subscribe. It's free. Doesn't hurt, as far as I know. Hit the notification bell if you do subscribe, because I do these live streams regularly. 3 times a week or thereabouts. Usually from here in Toronto, although last time I streamed I was in Edmonton, Alberta, but I think I'll be staying in Toronto for the immediate future anyway. I don't have any plans to go anywhere. No, I'm not signing off soon. No. I'm only an hour in. You know, that's my spiel. I do the little spiel, you know, maybe a few times during the stream. So that was my first little spiel. Sometimes I forget to do it, but... Hey, the Inspired Life. See, using offensive terminology to refer to a group of people, that actually goes against the chat rules. Yes, hard to believe, huh? Even if it's a funny little name, you know. Alright, we just crossed Bathurst, so we're coming into Koreatown now. Hey, Michael Wynn, what's up? I don't think I have a favorite vegetarian restaurant. I am a vegetarian, but there's no one place that I go to, like, that is an actual vegetarian restaurant, where I go and say, this is my place. Hey, BJ Jerry. Yeah, Keith is on thin ice. Hey, Keith. Smarten up. Yes, I am a veggie. Hey, Melly B, hello. Hey, Sal Smith, how you doing?
I remember like
Hey, what's up? Yo,
Hey, how you doing?
they literally, you know, bad shit everywhere.
Hey, John O'Meara. Alright, the troll has been banned because it was obvious he was just here to be a troll, right? I mean, sometimes it's pretty clear after you see repeated comments of the type that he was posting. That was just typical troll behavior, so be gone.
Again?
You miss Toronto. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think a lot of people who leave Toronto do miss it, because a lot of other places that they might move to aren't as great to live in as Toronto is. I mean, let's face it, Toronto is an awesome city to live in. Hey, I see myself on TV. What's up? What's up? Got this gimbal blocking my face though. There I am. Hey. Unpopular in Quebec, yeah, and probably in Alberta and BC also. Specifically in Vancouver, if you're talking about BC. If you move from Toronto to Vancouver, and then you have some friends who are Vancouverites, and you tell them, I miss Toronto, they probably look at you like you have like 3 heads or something like that. Hey, King Feller, hello. What's up, Kensington Cisco? To Koreatown. Vancouver is really pretty, but I need more out of a city than the fact that it's pretty, right? I need more than that. Maybe some people that's all they need. That's fine, but that's not all I need. brother might move there. Well, my sister did move there for a couple years.
Suffocated by it.
And she couldn't wait to move back to Toronto. She was just begging to move back to Toronto, and eventually she got her wish. I see, Lisa. And I do have a playlist of Vancouver videos on the channel because I was there a few years back. Did a live stream, recorded a bunch of videos. And I was mostly saying very positive things about the city while I was there. Alright, the Koreatown symbol here, the tiger. You're born and raised Hamiltonian. I think I'd like to get back to Hamilton. I went there to do some videos and live stream, oh, maybe like 4 years ago or so. So it's getting about time maybe for me to go back. Thanks, JJ. Yeah, took me a while to finally get to Ottawa, but I was determined to do it last year, and it just happened to work out that Canada Day was the day that I went. Same with Montreal. That was on my list. I think the only kind of major cities, save over 500,000 people, that I haven't been to on the channel is Quebec City, and I suppose London, Ontario, which is around that size now. Although Quebec City is more like 800,000 people, so quite a bit bigger than London, but maybe I'll make it to Quebec City, and I could do an easy trip to London from here. That would be no problem. Although London wouldn't be nearly as interesting to walk around as Quebec City. Yeah, I think London is getting close to 500,000 just in the city proper now. It's over 500,000 for the London metro area. More like 600,000, I think. It's grown quite a lot, yeah. Man, this place smells so good. Holy man, does it smell good. And that place too, they both smell really good. Two Indian restaurants here. Robert McAdams, hello. I'll keep that in mind, Lisa. Thank you very much, Morgana. It's good to be back. Yeah, R.I.P. James Vanderbeek. I just recently rewatched all of Dawson's Creek. I don't know what drove me to do that, but I did it, and yeah. Yeah, bummer to hear. Also, Bud Cort. You might remember Bud Cort from some of those movies in the early 70s, like Harold and Maude, right? He played Harold, obviously. He just passed away today also. That's my sister Melissa's all-time favorite movie, Harold and Maude. Yeah, that's right, Lisa. About James. Bud Cort, not butt cork. Hey Brent, hello. Hey Adrian, hello. My name is, or Adriana, I guess. My name is right in the name of the channel, actually. That's right, I named the channel after myself. Why the hell not? It's my channel. Yeah, I seem to have some weird people popping up in the chat tonight. Oh, well. Where are we now? Ossington. I wonder if these subways are running again. I don't see any shuttle buses zipping along here. I haven't seen any or noticed any, really. since I've been walking along Bloor. Maybe the subway is back up and running again. Hey, Derek. Hey, Navindat, thank you very kindly. Good to see you. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier here. Total bummer. Alright, later Ashnix. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. And some people are blaming Long and McQuaid for the closure of Steve's, or, you know, being a sort of contributing factor to why places like Steve's are closing. Long and McQuaid has expanded immensely. It's taken over lots of formerly independent music shops, you know, over the years. I mean, I guess it started as its own independent music store way back when, you know. It's Canadian owned and all that sort of thing, but it's grown into a pretty big chain, right? Steve's itself was also a chain though, right? It had locations in a bunch of different cities, but it wasn't nearly as big of a chain as Long and McQuaid here. I wonder if the old Steve's location will turn into a Long and McQuaid. And maybe some other smaller independent music stores shut down because of Steve's, right? You never know how this all plays out. Steve's might have been the Long and McQuaid to another music store. Hey, Jamie McNeil. Some people on Reddit were saying Long and McQuaid is like the Walmart of music stores and that sort of thing. People were saying a lot of things, you know. It's hard to say what you should take with a grain of salt and what you shouldn't. Hey, Crikey, hello. Matter of fact, the music store in my hometown, North Bay, was called Music City, and it was there for decades. And it shut down some years back, and now, guess what's in North Bay now? Long and McQuaid. Oh, sorry. No. Actually, some of my friends worked at Music City there, and now they work at Long and McQuaid. So I had a lot of musician friends. And I have two friends, as I mentioned, who work at Steve's on Yonge Street, or Queen Street here. Both are musicians, working musicians in active bands. Hey, Sam Ronald, 111 Super Chat. Thank you very kindly, Sam. Glad you could catch the stream tonight. Much appreciated, Sam Ronald. Cheers. The two friends I have, they're bands if you want to check them out. One is called the Black Halos. They've been around for decades, right? They're a long-standing Canadian band. And my other friend is in a band called Trick Casket, and that's industrial music. Black Halos is sort of like dirty punk in a way. Mojo, another super chat, $2. Remember Saga or Crowbar? Yeah, I remember both of those bands. Lots of awesome bands from that era. Thank you very much, Mojo, once again. Much appreciated, Mojo. I'm wondering, maybe the Black Halos would be more accurately described as like glam, sort of like punky, dirty glam rock. Kind of hard to pinpoint their genre. Yeah, this part of Bloor Street is pretty cool, Pine Sol. Mojo, another $5. Your cousin was in Klaatu. Are you kidding me? That band is famous for people thinking it was the Beatles, right? In the mid-70s. That's your cousin. Wow, he passed away recently. I actually heard about that. Well, R.I.P. to your cousin. Yeah, that band was really, really famous for a lot of weird reasons, right? Thank you very much again, Mojo. Thanks again. Yeah, when Klaatu released their debut album in the kind of first half of the 70s, a lot of people were still really bummed out about the breakup of the Beatles in 1970. And people thought that Klaatu was the Beatles secretly getting back together and using a different name, because some of the songs and vocals sounded a bit too close to the Beatles, apparently, and people were thinking, yeah, this has got to be the Beatles. But no, it was just a band from Toronto, a bunch of Toronto dudes. Hello, Aaron. It's a city, if you want to get specific. Biggest city in Canada. There's a hint for you. Hey, Big Trucker Ted, how you doing? Walking through Bloor Court here along Bloor Street. I think once you pass Dufferin, we'll be in Bloordale. Lots of mom and pop shops and stuff like that along here. Right, have a good night, Randy. Thanks again for the super chat earlier. Hey, Queen West. Is it -4? Yeah, sounds about right. I'll take that over -14, right? I think that's closer to what it was when I was last recording on Sunday here. It's even colder than that, actually. Yeah, the sidewalks and the bike lanes are finally looking decent, you know? Like 2.5 weeks after the big snowstorm.
Oh, they finished, yeah.
They're finally looking decent. Nine in Vancouver. That sounds glorious. I can't wait until our first nice +9 day. Wonder when we'll get that. Maybe in March. Maybe sometime in March we'll get a nice +9 day here. Yeah, I always look forward to that first real spring-like day, you know, where people just go nuts and they walk around in their t-shirts and the little kids get their bikes out and all that stuff, even though there's still snow on the ground and that sort of thing. It's like it's +12. It's t-shirt weather. Yeah, everyone's in a good mood. when that finally hits. There's Dufferin Station. Welcome to Bloor now. Yeah, Calgary gets those Chinooks that warms things up like 10 degrees in a matter of hours, you know? But then they also get like minus 30, where in not wind chill, actual minus 30 temperature, and it can stay minus 30 for like days on end sometimes. Very bizarre swings of temperature in Calgary, man. And they sometimes get major snowfalls in June and weird things like that. Stuff that never happens here. Transit Mobile Scooters heading out. All right, have a good night. See you in the next one. I have more Eglinton Crosstown videos coming up if you're interested. I think tomorrow actually I'll be premiering another Eglinton Crosstown video. Gotta attend to something here. Gotta attend to a tech issue. Alright, there we go. I just wanted to plug in my gimbal. And re-plug in my phone. Okay, there we go. We're ready to rock and roll again here. Sorry if I missed any chats there. Just concentrating on digging cables out of my pocket and things like that. Well, no one's forcing you to watch, Barbarian. You always come in and complain that I'm walking around Toronto again. Yeah, I live here. This is what I do. I walk around Toronto. But not all the time. I was walking around in Edmonton, in a completely different province on the other side of the country last time. What's up, Epic Nation? Hey, Rebecca. Hello, hello. Devin Sullivan. Valley, hello. Intersection I'm around. Well, I'm between Dufferin and Lansdowne. So Lansdowne is the next major intersection. I'm walking west. There's the House of Lancaster Gentlemen's Club. I guess its brother, the Fillmore's Gentlemen's Club, has gone off into the light. Just ice and peas, $12. Hey, my first block. Thanks, Barbarian. Yeah, if it works for you, you know what to do. If you don't like someone's chats, you're using it right. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Just ice and peas. Cheers. Now I got two long ass cords coming out of my jacket pocket here. One in my phone and one in my gimbal. What's my favorite charity? I don't know if I have a favorite charity. Hello, Karen. Cable management. Yeah, that's definitely a thing, man, when you do this. You have to have some cable management skills. Because cables gum up the works pretty good sometimes. Adds an extra layer of annoyance to something that should be simple and easy to do, right? Any chance going to the auto show? I don't think I'm going to the auto show, actually. It's just not really my thing. I don't really like those sort of indoor streams of events of that sort. I much prefer to be out walking the streets, you know, or even just walking through a mall or something, but walking around inside the convention center, not for a live stream anyway. Plus, I'm not a car guy. I just go, oh, here's a car. That's a pretty nice car. And then, oh, here's another car. This is a nice car too. Let's go over here and look at this other car. Oh, look at that. It's kind of nice, isn't it? That's pretty much what I would be doing, right? I'm sure some of them would like the auto show, but here's the Paradise. Another gentleman's club, lounge and gentleman's club. Hey, BG, hello. Well, I was only in Edmonton for one day. About 24 hours. One actual day. Hey, Jacques. Alright, I think I'm not going to continue along Bloor for much longer. I'm going to make my way south. Yeah, a bit quieter along this stretch here. We're just walking past this, I think it's a seniors building here, but there's no retail or restaurants here for this whole stretch. Alright, let me cross to the other side. Cross on over to the other side. I spy Sterling Road. I think I'm gonna head down Sterling Road. I have a friend named Sterling. Hey Hannah, hello. It'll be a quiet stretch, that's true. But this next part of Bloor Street is also a quiet stretch also, till we get past Dundas West Station. Plus I kind of like the gritty vibes here. As we walk along Sterling Road, you got that old factory building, which is now the Museum of Contemporary Art. Like, look at these old row houses here. These are awesome. It's sort of giving me like Philadelphia a little bit here. Right on, Tiana. We'll walk past the Nestle factory also. Maybe I'll get to enjoy some chocolatey aromas. Looks like they actually sort of removed the snowbanks here. Kind of funny that they removed them here on Sterling Road, but not on Bloor Street. What's up with that? Because there are still pretty good sized snowbanks along Bloor Street, right? Was I imagining that? When was the last time I went ice skating? When I was a kid. Literally when I was a kid. was also the last time I went skiing. Like we're talking when I was like 10 or 11 years old or something. All right, Fake Romance Day is coming up. That's right. I'm barely even aware of its existence these days. Hey, wow. Look at that. Get to the tower again. Get to the tower. Kind of neat how it just sort of right in the center of these two buildings. Yeah, once again, if I know we've had some trolls pop up tonight, if it's detracting from the enjoyment of the stream for you, just block them. You can block them yourself. If they don't already get taken care of by a moderator or get it taken care of by me, you can just block them. It's people trying to ruin other people's good time, you know? It's just a sad state of affairs. Hey, John Gordon. India. The wind is pushing me. I kind of love this old building, you know. I'm glad they restored it. It was on the verge of being demolished at one point. It was abandoned and covered with graffiti, which is kind of cool in some ways. I mean, I remember thinking it looked kind of cool when it was covered in graffiti, but I think it's much better now in its current state than it was then. Someone accidentally time you out. Sometimes mistakes happen. Kennedy. Yes, you are correct, Yarrow Bumblefoot. Cotsy, yeah. That's what it was known as, the Tower Automotive Building, that's right. And my channel's sort of like wallpaper, if you want to call it that, is like Batman looking over the city at night. That's a photograph that I saw online, and that was taken from the roof of the Tower Automotive Building back, I think, before it was the Museum of Contemporary Art, because people used to go in there and explore the building, like do urban exploration and that sort of thing. Go up on the roof and take photos and that sort of thing. It's a GO train. Yeah, it can be dangerous in more ways than one to do some urban exploring like that, of abandoned spaces. What's up, David? Past 2 hours, hey. Once again, if you're new to the channel or watching for the first time, welcome. It's good to have you. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. Hit the subscribe button if you want to chat in the chat, or if you want to see more of the streams and videos. I stream 3 times a week. I post videos on all the other days of the week, pre-recorded videos. So basically every day you can watch something. I'll walk around Toronto mostly. Sometimes I go out of town. I was just in Edmonton on Monday, so I did a live stream from Edmonton. I also recorded a video that will be coming up. But in any case, hit the notification bell and you won't be, or you will be notified when I am about to premiere a video or go live. It'd be awesome to have you. And I can smell the chocolate now that I'm got the wind behind me, sort of blowing the smell this way as I'm walking. I can totally smell all the chocolate. So we've got the Nestle factory. I think they make Kit Kat bars and a few other well-known brands there. It's on Tower Road. The factory is right there. And some more on that side over there. Smells so good. I have a Kit Kat bar at home, actually. It was one of the treats they gave us on the flight. Dundas. Now we're on Dundas and we're going to head back east now. I think there's a spot along here where you get an awesome view of the CN Tower and the Sky Tower. Make sure I don't get run over here. Go around the snowbank. There we go. It's on the wrong side of the street. I know all the spots where you get these awesome views, you know, after you do this for a while. You start to go, oh yeah, I know where to look. There you can see the Sky Tower with the green crane, and of course that other phallic thing right there. The two tallest structures in Toronto, right there in that shot. And the two tallest structures in Canada, for that matter, right there in that shot. Freestanding structures, at least. The Novotel on the Esplanade. I heard that was going to be redeveloped like years back with some new towers, like condo towers. And there you can see One Bloor West over there. The next tallest structure in Canada. Freestanding. Unless the Superstack in Sudbury is still standing, that might still be taller than One Bloor West there, but they're going to be demolishing that Superstack in Sudbury if they haven't already done that. I'm not sure what the status is of the Superstack. It might still be there. It's just a big ass smokestack though. So it's still standing for now then, I guess, right? Being dismantled. I guess it's going to take a while, the way they're going to go about it. I didn't know if they're just going to implode it or what they're going to do, you know? They don't need it anymore. They don't need the Superstack anymore. It has served its purpose. Now it's coming down. Want to cross here? Yeah, I'm going to take college. I'll keep an eye out for the mural. Alright, I'm crossing. There's no oncoming traffic. I no longer just stand and wait like a doofus if I can safely cross. Red light or not. I'm so Canadian, I'll just stand here for a minute with no cars coming. Because the red hand tells me not to walk. Hey, Charlene, hello. Oh, this one, okay. Oh yeah, I've noticed this one before. Yeah, yeah. That is quite the piece. Look at that. Wow. Is that like a fox? But is this another fox or is this something else looking up at the fox? It doesn't have whiskers. Is that like... another critter? Is that like... I don't know, what is it? Is it a wolverine? Is it a whiskerless fox looking up at the fox? It has smaller ears and no whiskers. Same with that one down there. And a smaller snout. Yeah, very nice piece though. Are they the pups? They're the pups, I guess. I guess pups don't quite have whiskers yet. That makes sense, maybe. I thought maybe they were pups because they're small and they're looking up at the bigger fox. The parent, right? The parent fox. His work is very nature oriented, yeah. Hey, 100. What's up? What's up? I'm probably competing with the Olympics tonight, right? And also a game of some sort, a non-Olympics sort of sporting event. I keep forgetting that the Olympics are even a thing. Hey, thanks Tiana. That's right. Hit all the buttons, do all the things. like and share, subscribe, yada yada. We're on College Street, Neville. Kind of just where College Street begins, where it branches off from Dundas. So we're heading east on College. Joie de vivre. Yeah, if you've already hit the sub, don't hit it again. So that will unsub you. Bloor Street.
Yeah, oh yeah, you got one there. But it's not open. Yeah. Where does yours go to?
I'd probably have 1 million subscribers if that were the case, Carl. People will do a lot of things. They'll do just about anything sometimes to get something for free, right? People will stand in line for like 4 hours on a sub-zero winter day to get like a free donut at a new fancy donut shop, you know, or a slice of pizza. Am I walking all the way home? I don't think so. Not for this stream. Hey, Hunden. Actually, I have another destination in mind for after the stream, somewhere in this neck of the woods. Nope, not the metro. I'm not going to carry my groceries home from so far away. Hey, Matt Bross. Trans Canada, what's up? Actually, I'm going to go to my sister's. My sister Melissa.
We got a guest though.
This is her end of town. I have to go there because when we went to Edmonton, when I left my apartment to go to her house on Sunday, it was freezing cold, as you know, on Sunday, like minus 15 Celsius, much colder with the wind chill. So I took the subway to her house, but I have to walk from my apartment to the subway station. And being that cold, I had to wear my big heavy winter coat, right? But I knew once we got to Edmonton, it was going to be warm. It was going to be like +5. So I thought, well, I'm not going to need this big heavy winter coat while I'm in Edmonton. So I brought a lighter coat with me, which I'm wearing right now. And I left my big heavy winter coat at my sister's house and wore this light coat to Edmonton. But now that I'm back, I have to go to my sister's house and get my big heavy winter coat again. Because we might get more really cold days, right? Winter's not close to being over yet. And nice of you to say, Carl. Yeah, I left my coat at her house. And when we got back to Toronto, I took the Up Express with my sister. She got off at Bloor, and I could have got off at Bloor and went to her house and got my coat right then, but I just wanted to get home, so I took the Up Express all the way down to Union, and then I transferred onto the subway. I just wanted to get home as soon as possible, so I just waited until today to go get my coat. And I also recorded a video of the Up Express ride and transferring onto the subway on Tuesday morning. Got a lot of very depressed looking commuters in that video. It was a gloomy Tuesday morning. All these commuters just looked miserable as they were heading into work. So that's an upcoming video. That would be nice, Chantel. I still have some sauce and pasta that she gave me from before. She gave me so much that it's not gone yet. Yeah, I got lucky with the weather in Edmonton, that's for sure. But now I'm wearing a couple extra layers underneath my lighter coat here because it's still colder now than it was in Edmonton. In Edmonton, I was just walking around with this coat unzipped and everything. Can't really do that now, but I'm still decently warm with this lighter coat. So we're walking up Dufferin. Alright, here's Dufferin Grove Park. There's the Dufferin Mall, the Dirty Duff. the good old Dirty Duff. The happy-go-lucky one. I'm not sure what's for dinner yet. Yeah, this mall is quite healthy. It is doing very well, you know. The old Dirty Duff. Oh, look at the stairs here. Look at this is stairs. In all this time, it's never been considered important enough to clear these stairs? Like, come on. It seems crazy to me. Yeah, who needs stairs when you can just toddle down these little pathways here? This is Dufferin Grove Park, as I just mentioned. Hey, glad you enjoy, Charlene. Now, will this path take me where I need to go? Or am I going to have to sort of hoof it through the deeper snow? Basically in my sister's neighborhood here. Alright, where does this go? Where does this path go? It's barely a path. Whoa. Okay, I think path continues here, sort of. The actual pathways through the park are not very noticeable where they are, to be honest. It's like people made their own little pathways here that might not be the actual walking paths. Yeah, I'm going to get my coat right after the stream. And then I'm going to go home. Ay, ay, ay. Let me walk this way. Dufferin Grove Park. It's a nice park, actually. Lots of kids live around here. I'm just walking through deep snow now. There's no more path. Just walking through deep snow. I'm watching out for the yellow snow. Here's a path, see? They do have a actually cleared path here. Oh, it just goes from the street over there, though, right across the park. But at least it's here. Hey, Mark S. Have a good night, William. rink over here. Someone's on it. Two kids on the rink. Hey, Chuck Diamond. Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a pretty good walk. Kind of right near the end here now, actually. Made my way from my neighborhood to my sister's neighborhood. Took a bit of a extended journey though. Get a properly length stream out of it. Normally it would be about an hour walk from my place to my sister's place if I was just taking the shortest and fastest way, power walking and that sort of thing. But I turned it into a 2.5 hour walk. But I am going to start to wrap it up. Coming on to Melissa Land, I guess you could call it. So hope you all enjoyed the stream tonight. I had a lot of fun. Milder evening for once here in the city. Hope to see you in my next stream, probably on Friday. So once again, like, share, subscribe, do all the things, hit all the buttons, you know the drill, if you haven't already done that stuff. And I'll be premiering a video tomorrow evening. That'll be another Eglinton Crosstown video around 7 p.m. Hope to see you there. I'll be in the live chat during the premiere. It's a pre-recorded video that I recorded on opening day, Sunday. So hope to see you there for that too. And thanks to everyone for watching, of course. Thanks for new subscribers. Thanks to all the channel members, both new and old. Thanks to the mods. I think we had, in addition to Vivian and Alan K, we also had Yogi at one point, and Estelle also is a mod. So thank you very much, mods. I know we had some troll activity tonight. And a big thanks to everyone for all the awesome support with the Super Chat, Super Stickers, or any PayPal donations that I have yet to check. I usually check afterwards to see if any of those came in. So thanks in advance if so. But the support is so awesome and appreciated, and it means a lot. So until next time, I will continue. Alright, have a good evening, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Cheers. Time to unplug all my gadgets. Alright, bye all. Hey, you did good, Vivian. You did good.